Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Joda Home Inspections. We're here today at 2711 East, 4215 South in Salt Lake City, doing a sewer scope. Today is July 17th, 2020. We've got the camera pushed out to the main line, so you can see running water on the screen. That's from neighboring properties, and we're dropping in at the top of the line, which is nice. It's much less likely that the city line is going to back up enough that it's going to come to the top of the line, and so it makes it less likely for it to back up if it's a city line issue. We're going to pull it back now and report it and see what else we find. So that first connection point, that's called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the city line. And that looks good. You had a good connection point there. Right here, the line's looking really good. You're not seeing any roots, but I did find a fair amount of roots in this line, so we're going to be coming up on those soon. So right here, you can see some roots come in on this joint on the left side of the screen. How it's starting to make a web. That's bad enough that I'd recommend having it cleaned out now as a precaution, and that'll prevent it from closing in more, which once it really starts to close in, it makes it a lot easier for it to catch waste. And then it can back up. If you have these hydrojetted out, you can then, it generally includes a scope, which is good, because then you can see the areas that I can't see that are covered up with the roots. There's some more roots right here. Once you have roots, you're always going to have roots, and so it's going to be an item that you need to have maintained in the future. There's quite a bit right there on the right-hand side of the screen. They come in through joints. Looks like this is probably clay line. And with clay line, the sections are only 3 to 4 to 5 feet, so not very long sections. And so when you have that many joints, there's a lot more spots for the roots to crawl in. With newer construction, they use plastic pipe, and the connection points are every 10 to 12 feet. I accessed the line today through a clean out in the basement, and so it's in the back bedroom on the opposite wall of the bathroom. It's actually a really accessible clean out. I made it nice. So just to recap, I think the biggest item was simply that there was a lot of roots. And so that's just a maintenance item. I'd recommend having those cleared out. But I didn't see any standing water, and so that indicates that you have proper grade. That's one of the most important parts of the line. And then you had a good connection point at the main line. So I'm going to end this recording now.